recording, and I say hello and welcome to Veckans Band Metal Radio. So, who is you?
Who are we?
Yeah.
I'm Carlos Buchman from ANöjD. We play crazy cringe metal right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you, my dear friend?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, me. Yeah, I play in the same band. My name is Thomas, play bass in the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot to say that I'm guitar and screamer of the band too.
Okay, the screamer.
And I do bass and voices. Yeah, okay. That's
Some screams too, right, Thomas?
cringe, definitely.
Yes.
Okay, so I just give you this question, and yeah, you give me answer if you can.
Okay.
So okay, so how did you choose the name of the band name?
Well, it's a pretty long story, but I'm gonna try to resume it in a few words. The thing is, there was a band before called ANöjD.
Okay.
And the idea was exactly that people were hypnotized and had no ideas in the head. When I came to Sweden, and me and Hasse, the other guitar player, we met and we decided to start building up the band. I thought that we were so annoyed by everything that we couldn't play on the stage. We were not making music. That annoyed me so much. And then I felt like we talked in Swedish, of course, and I said, "Oh, jag är inte nöjd." So, and then we said, like, the world's a kind of a crazy anarchy right now, right? So, nöjd, inte nöjd.
Okay, that's the story about the name.
Exactly, kind of.
Okay. So, what is the dream of your destination to go and play?
Mr. Thomas, please.
I was about to say world domination, of course. Who wouldn't want that? So, no. Having fun, reaching out. Basically, yeah. Having fun.
Being able to express ourselves, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so just have fun. So, do you have any dream destination go and play? You know, like Wacken or like that?
Of course, we would love to play all these places, all the traditional places. None should feel excluded.
No, actually, the intention that I mean, like that, one of the intentions that I particularly have also in my head is to try to join bands around so we all can get somewhere. You know, make people try to get the community feeling again. Every band is so individual right now, and they don't mix themselves because I play death metal, I play hard rock, I play rock and roll, and they don't want to play together sometimes. Not all, of course. Let's say I know a lot of bands like Misery Oath or Scarblade or Hellrain now, and all these people, they really want to play together. Frederick from Cruciflex is helping a lot that thing happen, that festival, the real festival feeling.
Yeah,
the real festival.
I will come there.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Go on.
So we will meet in the festival.
Perfect. Nice.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
That's what you expect. I want you to interview people there.
I think it will be a great festival there and great gigs with a lot of great bands.
Yes,
I believe so too.
Yeah,
Really.
I'm pretty sure.
So, can you tell me what is different from your band from other bands?
Actually,
The cringe part, I believe.
Sorry?
The cringe part, I believe.
The cringe part. No, that's a lot of people with like with white beards or no hair at all. That's gonna play there.
Okay, that's the difference.
Yeah, no, well, I think that the main difference, not difference, because actually, I used to say that people have to think that their bands are the best of the world and respect that the other person in the other band has to think the same thing. That you have to love it, right? And what we love doing is making every song a different chapter. Every song is a different song. It has, we have so much influences. Me, Thomas, Hasse, we have like so many influences from the 70s, from the 80s, from the 90s, for whatever plays on commercial even, or even every sound that comes around when we go around. Remember when the blues was thought about, was like the train thing, you know, everything is influence. And if you narrow yourself to do one thing only, I mean, for me, in my opinion, we miss so much that we can open up wide as wow, you know, like sometimes we have some funky mixed up with rock and roll, mixed up with heavy metal, mixed up even with like extreme metal sometimes, you know, but or really soft rock and roll, country, whatever we feel like, without having to think like we are going to make a song that sound like that. No, it comes out. It just comes out. So the difference that we have, because there's a lot of bands that do not exactly the same sound, but exactly the same thing, that they mix their influences and they just get out of their guts something to put out. And that's what I think that we all in the band really like that, right, Thomas?
Yeah, I agree. I feel that, without pointing my finger to anything, that I feel that many bands or records today are fenced into one genre in general, and then they try to keep it, and we don't try to do different. We just do what we do, and when it comes out, it's a song, and if we like the song, yeah, and
so, but then you have a lot of different things from other bands.
yes, I would say so. And we come from so different backgrounds, so it's only natural that it comes that way.
Okay, so what happened in 5 years?
5 years.
What will happen in 5 years?
Yeah.
Well, at least we have at least 2 more albums released. That I'm pretty sure.
Yes, definitely. That should be the minimum, actually. 2 more albums.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna stop playing at all, because first we like to play together, and
well,
second we love to play. I mean, if there's a health problem that we have to stop, well, maybe we play on the bed or something like that, but we play still.
Okay, that's great. So then it's been coming more music.
oh yeah, definitely.
We
Okay.
have like at least I think we have 17 songs not produced, but ready to be produced.
Yeah.
And we have something like around, I think, 5 or 7 songs that are kind of produced already.
Yeah.
One of them was released now in January, that was Still Standing, that you probably saw that little video, funny video that we made of lyric.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes. Then that one was mixed and post-produced by Magnus X. You know Magnus X? Magnus X. Sorry.
I don't think I know him.
And he did this post-production, and it's possible that he's gonna do some more of our songs mixing and stuff. And we have other things in our heads, because I mean, like there are so many things that can be done. We have so much songs. We record every rehearsal, and we record everything that we do. So we have a lot of material that we have stored for ourselves to study what we do. So that's what, and the songs, man. I mean, like actually, at least we love them, right, Thomas?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of, we mix some kind of I don't know, progressive with rock and roll, punk, whatever, and it's sounding. Every song is completely different from the other, but they are ANöjD. We you know, they are ANöjD songs, and they are ready to go. We just we were supposed, like Thomas said to me earlier. Now, well, man, I mean, like you talked about we were supposed to release every month a new song now.
Kind of crashed.
So that's, maybe you send it to Veckans Band Med ZeD so we can play it.
Oh,
absolutely.
Actually, I sent to you, didn't I? Sent even the first album, because we had one album released, Musicness, right?
Yes.
Actually, I have the vinyl here. Look at it. This is the our first album that was released, it gives a like
It's
Yeah.
extremely blurry.
Yeah.
it's automatic from the thing from the. But anyways, and then in this album we had like we printed we did all the lyrics.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Yes, and then look at it, how beautiful that Weaver is. It was printed on Spin Road, and here in Göteborg.
Oh, that is very beautiful.
Beautiful red Weaver.
Blood red.
I love it. But that's gone. We have like 10 copies right now.
Okay, that's cool. So, but when you release something, you send it to me and I will play it.
Always.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much, Zed. And actually, I know that you're helping out a lot of bands and then showing up all the scene that we have around here in the whole Sweden. You're in Luleå, like far away like hell.
No, it's not
25
so
hours
far.
from here.
It's not so far. It's just around the corner, you know.
It is.
Literally. Literally.
But what kind of songs you will play at the Kristi Flax Festival?
What kind of
What songs?
Yeah.
We will play some songs from the old album and some songs from some upcoming songs from
Okay.
that will be singles
Half,
quite
right?
hopefully soon.
Okay, that's really cool because I will be there and I will sending live at my Facebook. So
Wow,
that will be cool.
Yes,
very, very, very.
very cool. You know, I mean, like we are so eager to play our new songs because these new songs we have most of them for like at least a year, at least. Some of them are older.
Yeah.
And we just happened so much things because when we started the band, we were directly on the pandemic. It was like boom, right?
Mm.
We did our first show on Vega Bryggeri here in Hisingen,
Yeah.
and at the day
For
they stopped.
50 people, the day before the other shutdown happened. So we were basically on the minute mark there. So
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
But it was
But
good.
we,
It was
we
like
also
some
we
great
also
people.
been very lucky to do some streams, or actually not streams, taking part of digital festivals in Cuba, Mexico. What more, Carlos?
Yeah, we
we
did Cuba, Mexico, Ecuador, and then we did Slasher Fest also from the people
Very
from
true.
Slashy Sue that
Yeah.
she made a festival, and all of those we did inside the studio. We made like some of them inside our studio, some of them in a kind of a small show place that we can film stuff on the studio building, and then we sent to them. And we were presented on the TV in Cuba, man. And it was
Yes, that was even better.
yeah.
I don't know if you have seen that we at Veckans Band we have a live gig on YouTube with two bands. One with Macabre Decay. Do you know now?
What's the name?
Macabre Decay.
No.
No.
And one from Helsingborg. That's name are Scandal Circus.
Oh, yeah.
So you can check it out at my YouTube and you can find the whole thing there.
I will. I will.
And that's the thing you do when you do live transmissions and stuff like that.
Yeah. So what have you for plan for this year?
Well, first of all, Cruciflex.
Of course.
And then back into kind of find the best way to produce the rest of the singles that we've been holding up, and then we'll see. Still looking for a few more gigs,
Okay.
but right
So
now,
maybe
One
you
of them may be Julien.
yeah, that's what my last question. No, next question. So, are you ready for the 10 fast question?
yeah,
What?
10 fast questions.
Yeah. So, can you tell me what is your dream with your band?
Oh well, I mean, like I think both of it. I mean, first of all, there is kind of we don't. I used people used to say about dreams. I don't dream. I work for it. Who dreams to stay laying down the bed? I stand up and walk and try to go after something more concrete.
Yeah.
I think that it would be wonderful. It would be wonderful
Yeah.
if we can cross the line to to get some more recognition.
Yeah.
You know that's the line to that you have to cross. It's so thin, but it's really hard to get into
Mm.
a kind of a recognition. So more people can listen to your song. Not about being famous. It's mostly about we can put our music out there and people are listening. And then they can say if they like or not. But by now, it's really hard to get people to listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. To
You know,
get over the first kind of. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I understand. So, what song do you wish you had made?
Me? No. Oh, that's so hard. That's way too hard. I have so. Uh, God. No, actually, I don't want to. Don't have any wish to have made a song that I actually love. I'm so happy about the songs that they are. I have
Okay.
so many favorite songs, but no, I didn't want to have
Yeah.
written them.
well,
Actually,
So,
when you have kids like that, that's our kids, right? Right, Thomas? Because that's what we feel
yeah,
like, and then we don't. I mean, everyone is a favorite. I mean, there's some of them they're more fun to play some days, and then the next week the other one is more fun to play, anyways.
yes,
yeah.
So,
that's true. So, what is the best record ever have released?
Muse Sickness from ANöjD.
Yeah, that's true. Stupid question.
All right, and I'm joking.
So,
I mean,
Yeah.
uh,
Okay.
let's
so
say references, please.
that's true. So, what is the best concert you have seen?
I was when I was a kid an extremely fan of Metallica, extreme fan of Metallica. Really like wow, because I love to see that guys that are acting like people, not like fantasy, and they are really on stage and pumping up and doing it for real. That's what I used to love. And then I went to Metallica shows. For me was like was the best one I went was in 1992 in Brazil. That was Metallica and it was like wonderful. And of course, when we talk about references, I know that a lot of people won't agree with me, but the album that really picked my mind, like whoa, as quality of sound and the way I think, my perspective, that really sounds good, was Injustice for All. For many people say it's not, but I really like that shit.
Okay, so
And
uh,
Thomas,
Thomas, what is the most unrated band or artist?
Underrated. Oh, us. No. Uh, no. Um, Also, again, so many bands, so many good bands that never ever actually reaches out to the larger masses. And,
Yeah,
and yeah, again, this little level thing.
exactly.
Um, but I've seen so many good bands,
Now hearing
really,
after buddy,
and
I mean,
in
I've been
small
many years.
places, and that really touches me. And that actually happened last year on Christy Flex. I saw some bands that really, really, really impressed me a lot.
yeah, you have to find a lot of great music from Christy Flax too.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the point, is giving a lot of I mean the even this festival, if we allowed to talk about the festival right now.
Yeah, but it's a great thing because it's a great festival, I think.
Yeah, it is.
It started with as Frederick told, it started as his like 50 years old party and suddenly became all this thing. And it's like you can see the eager of the bands, because he told me, man, we have to, before even, right, so when this was starting the thing, he said, I have to place 27 bands in a festival of 2 days, but there's almost more than 50 bands after that wants
Yeah,
to play. And then then he asked me if I could help him do here in Göteborg on the No Time MC.
We're talking about that.
Yes, we do the Club Cruciflex.
Yeah.
It's from the bands, for the bands, for the scene, and maybe if we are lucky to get the best people in the bands, we get a movement. We get a real movement, and when we have a movement, then we might have eyes from the world looking at us, because it's Sweden. In this case now is Göteborg. That was a birthplace for a lot of hard rock bands.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, we have all the tools. We just need to make something. Alone, nobody does anything. But with help of, well, there's so many people involved. And this first day on April 15, I even got, but it's like, the smoking snakes. And I get here because of course, I have a kind of sheet note here. But I know we have like smoking snakes as they arrive, hell rain, thermality. I mean, coincidentally, because Frederick called me the names first, smoking snakes and hell rain, they rehearse in front of our studio where we
Okay.
But I mean, look at that here in Göteborg. I never saw that. Oh, I traveled a lot, but I never saw in the world a place like you have like a building here where we rehearse is like 37 rooms of people, right? Then you have in town probably 5, 6 buildings at least, with each one with 30, 40 rooms for bands playing. Some of them even share the room. So imagine how many bands of rock, pop, metal, whatever, are playing at the same time just in Göteborg. Imagine the whole Sweden. It's a rock and roll country, man.
That's true. That's true.
I never seen that before. So many bands and so many people going around and making new music and making things. We have so many new bands. I mean, like there's well, only in Cruciflex you can see like so much shit, right? Like Hasse Karlsson, for example, that is also always behind Cruciflex and doing together with Frederick things. He plays on Spend Money on Circus, also rehearsing on our side there. That's true. Then we have Aliki from Scarblade, or Scarblade, the whole band. Of course, they are always into it. They really wanting to do stuff, and they have really great music, and they have really great acting on stage. Then you have like Misery Oath that just got selected for the second part of the Wacken thing. So they're gonna play in Stockholm, right? And actually, me, Aliki, Thomas, Hasse, and Robin from Misery Oath, and probably the drummer from Misery Oath, we're doing a collab to make a very good surprise for Cruciflex.
Cool. So then I will be there and filming.
Yeah. No, actually, soon enough, you're gonna have something to play there on your radio.
Yes, I hope so. I actually talking with Fredrik and take with me my studio and sending the radio at Cruciflex.
Cool. Very cool.
That's very good. That's very good. Very good on you, Zed.
Yeah,
I know that you
that
work
will
a
be-
lot to make things work on the music here. That I know.
Yeah. I hope that will be, because just now I'm looking for money, and I need money and get
Yeah.
so I can get down to the festival. So big or small scene,
Both.
both.
Yeah.
Sorry? I didn't understand the
I
question.
love playing on small scenes for a smaller crowd, because you can get very, very close to the people at that place. But it's amazing to play in front of a bigger crowd as well. It's something, it becomes some kind of extreme force with a bigger crowd. And that's how
that
I
when-
get
when-
my highs.
Yes, but when we play just the band and a few crowd, of course you get energy, but it's mostly from the band to the small crowd for 2 people.
And I love it. I love it to
Yes.
actually get up and personal with each and every one being together with us in a smaller place.
There's a different energy, right?
It is,
It's
but
more
it's
personal.
equally valuable.
But when you play for a lot of people, for at least 1,000 people or something, suddenly you have all this energy back, like whoa, you know, people rolling around. We didn't have big gigs with ANöjD,
No.
but I know that me and Thomas had on other bands, and like it's so amazing, you know, people just jumping around and dancing your song. Actually, you say wow, you know, and they look at you and wow, and you don't know anyone, but there's so much people around, and it feels like you are in unity with that big mass.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly.
Yeah. I can understand the feelings. But festival or own gigs.
For a band in our situation, festival is extremely nice.
It's
we
important.
we have a chance to meet people, greet people, meet new bands, connect, and it's all the fun before and after the gig, actual gig. So a festival is actually awesome in so many ways.
Gigs for us, like a band like ANöjD that doesn't have that many fans yet. Hopefully, we grow when we have exposure.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like when gigs are, we have to fight so much to do the gigs, and actually I think that it's much better for us to share stage right now. And then when we get some place that we are able to bring more people, we're gonna. I'm pretty sure that hopefully we don't have a kind of a bad contract. I hope we don't get that kind of thing, that we can call small like us now bands to play with us.
Yeah.
You know, the importance is to give exposure to whoever is starting and giving the guts to make their project. I think that's the main thing that we should think about nowadays. Is like I never did it. I never had the proposal because I never looked for it. But I know there are some things like, oh well, there's this band, they're gonna play, they need an opening act, and you have to pay for it. What?
No.
You know what?
Okay.
I don't like that.
No, neither do I. Neither do I.
I understand. So, do you want to say anything to everyone want to see this interview? Because this was my last question.
Well, well. I hope to see you all at Christoflax, of course, and buy our next record or something like that.
Yeah.
And of course, we love Veckans Band Med ZeD Radio.
Exactly. And I want to say thank you very much, Zed, for us and for all the bands that you are exposing and showing around the world, right?
Yes.
And I know it's a big effort for you that you do that.
Yeah.
I know the things that you have to go through in life. It's
I'm really burning for it.
It's kind of people like you that makes this actually
work.
go around. It's much.
Let's try. I want to say one thing that we have to do is try to put the kids into rock and roll, because what I'm seeing, of course, there are bands with the youth, but the youth that we talk about now in the bands that we see is like 30 years old. So, so
asshole farts. Yeah.
Give a big incentive to kids to play instruments, not just computer things. I see that on Magnus Rosén, for example. He also goes around and show kids and teach kids and go to communities and give whatever he wants, what he has to give. And that's what I think that we all should do. And that's what we want to do. Me and Thomas talked a lot about that.
Oh yeah.
To give back to whatever we get as warmth. Give back this warmth and give back on trying to make some fun, educational, instrumental, whatever for the schools here. You know, before they had Fritid, Thomas was in the teaching music on Fritid, right, Thomas?
Yeah.
Yes, and there's so many names that we won't mention in here probably, but
no, we shouldn't.
But it's so fun that you can pass through something, give something back.
Yeah.
So please, everybody that's watching their bands and fans, let's enhance the scene in the bands that are not the mainstream first. Of course, you're gonna love to listen to Metallica, to Iron Maiden, to whoever you love, you know. But go to the events when you have smaller bands. It's important because otherwise you only gonna have that old bands, old. But anyways,
Yeah, but
the bands that
these established bands, and some of those bands are actually not worth your attention anymore because they are not developing. They're not actually giving anything. So
exactly, not even creating anymore sometimes.
yeah, kinda. So going to a smaller concert with fresh bands with some that are eager to present something new, present themselves. That's so much more joy and energy in that. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, we need it's important to have like mainstream bands also, even to inspire as
Yeah.
newer people and stuff. But try if you are like on the 40s, on the 50s, on 60s, or on the 30s, and you have kids, bring them to the shows. You know,
Yep.
bring them to the world of instruments. You know, guitar, drum, whatever. Bring them in, make them listen, and please listen to ANöjD.
Yeah, never forget that. Never forget that.
Yeah, and I am sure I will play you up Friday.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
No,
So, well, my
actually,
brothers, have a great Veckans Band.
yeah, I will, and thanks. And I stopped the recording if you not want to say any more.
No,
No, it's good.
thank you very much for having us.
Exactly. Thank you very much. And on this Friday, we're gonna have Velveteen Queen, right? There's another band that played on Chrissy Flax 22 or so. They're probably gonna play. I think they're gonna play here on Chrissy Flax 23, and they're gonna play on Pustervik now. They're one of the bands of kids. They're very young people, and I love to see that too. They are playing rock and roll, and they're gonna play now on Pustervik on the 31st. So there is a space for us. So let's us get together, join forces, and make it work, make it happen. We need to join forces, guys. So thank you, Zed, for all these things. Thank you for Veckans Band.
Absolute.